Next problem in the principle of mathematical induction. So for all n greater than or equal to 1, we have to prove that 1 by, it is not 1.2, 2.3, 3.4. So it is 1 by 1 into 2. We always remember 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4, so on up to 1 by n into n plus 1 is equal to n by n plus 1. So this is one more problem to prove using a principle of mathematical induction. So first we have the result, or first steps is let the given statement be P of n, that is P of n is equal to 1 by 1 into 2, 1 by 2 into 3, 1 by 3 into 4, so on up to 1 by n into n plus 1 is equal to n by n plus 1 is equal to n by n plus 1. So after writing P of n, we have to prove this for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, we have to consider left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side in the sense, if there are only term, what is the problem we have to see? For n is equal to 1, left hand side. What is the left hand side? If there are only one term, is only the first term. So what is the first term? 1 by 1 into 2 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 1 into 2, that is not a point, you remember. 1 into 2 is 1 by 2, and right hand side, what is the right hand side? We have to take n is equal to 1 in the right hand side. That means n by n plus 1 so if I take n is equal to 1, we get 1 by 1 plus 1 is 1 by 2. Therefore, what is the conclusion we can make here? Both left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. So this is a conclusion for n is equal to 1. Next is what? Assume that P of k, next is our assumption. Assume that the given statement is true for some positive integer k. Assume that the given statement is true for some positive integer k. We have to assume this, the given statement is true for some positive integer k, that is P of k. That is P of k. P of k is equal to, we have to replace n by k in the given statement. We have to replace n by k in the given statement. Therefore, so on up to, that will be so on up to we have to replace n by k. That's why this becomes k into k plus 1. And we get the answer is k plus 1. This is for k we have written. Next we have to prove this for k plus 1. We shall now prove that we shall now prove that P of k plus 1 is true. P of k plus 1 is true. To prove P of k plus 1 is true, what we have to do? We have to consider P of k and then we have to add k plus 1th term and we have to get the result. We have to get the result. Therefore, I'll consider k P of k, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3. So on up to 1 by k into k plus 1. The answer for this will be k by k plus 1. K by k plus 1. So we have to add what is the next term. So what is the next term now? First term is 1 by 1 into 2. Next is 1 by 2 into 3. Next is 1 by 3 into 4. Next is 1 by 3 into 4. Next is 1 by 4 into 5. Next is 1 by 5 into 6. So, and the kth term is 1 by k into k plus 1. Therefore, what is the next term? So, you can see the first term is 1 more than here. 1, 2, 3. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on up to n or up to k. So, what is the next one? K plus 1. Here it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, k plus 1. So, what is the next one? K plus 2. Therefore, the term which we have to add is 1 by k plus 1 into k plus. So what is the term we add in one side or in the left hand side? Same thing we have to add in the right hand side also. So plus we have to add 1 by k plus 1 into k plus 2 both the sides of the given equation. Next we have to simplify that. We have to simplify only the right hand side of the p of k plus what we have written. What we have to written, we have to simplify that. P of k plus 1, we have to simplify only the right hand side. So what we get here? Again, when you simplify, when you multiply or when you take common terms as k plus 1, so then that will be that means when you multiply here k plus 1 and here k square plus 2, and again we have to take the common denominator and we have to simplify. Instead of we can see here 1 by k plus 1 is a common term in the denominator. We can take that 1 by k plus 1 outside. That means 1 by k plus 1 if I take outside, what is remaining in the first here? K will be remaining in the numerator. K plus, here it will be 1 by k plus 2. So 1 by k plus 1. Now I'll consider or now I'll take k plus 2 as a common denominator. So k plus 2 and here k into k plus 2 plus 1. So this will be 1 by k plus 1, 1 by k plus 1. Next numerator here it will be k square plus 2k plus 1 divided by k plus 2 divided by k plus 2. So k square plus 2k plus 1 means what? That is the formula of k plus 1 whole square. Here it is k plus 2. So 1 k plus 1 can be cancelled. The remaining will be k plus 1 divided by k plus 2. And in the formula what we have is for n it is n by n plus 1, for k it is k by k plus 1. Now for k plus 1 means answer should be, a numerator should be k plus 1, denominator should be k plus 1 plus 1. So but we got it is k plus 2, therefore this will be k plus 1 divided by k plus 1 plus 1. K plus 1 plus 1. Therefore, what is the conclusion? Therefore, P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Therefore, P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Therefore, P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. P of k is true. And then the conclusion, hence by the principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all natural number n. So you write, after this you have to write the statement for all the problems. Don't stop here itself. After this P of k plus 1, write the conclusion, hence by the principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all natural number n. So this is one more problem. Next one, we have to prove that 1 plus 3 plus 3 square, so on up to 3 to the power n minus 1, 3 to the power n minus 1, that is equal to 3 power n minus 1 divided by 2. 3 power n minus 1 divided by 2. Prove that 1 plus 3 square, then 3 cubes, so on up 3 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2. So here it is 3 to the power n minus 1, here 3 power n minus 1 by 2. There is a difference. It is power is n minus 1. Here power is n minus 1 divided by 2. So first is what you can write yourself. Let the given statement be P of n, that is P of n is equal to, let the given statement be P of n, that is P of n is equal to 1 plus 3 square, so on up to 3 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2. So this is the statement, given statement. After that, for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, we have to consider, so left hand side will be one term is equal to 1, and right hand side means that we have to take n is equal to 1 in the right hand side. So 3 power 1 minus 1 divided by 2. So 3 power 1 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. Therefore the conclusion is left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true. Next we have to assume that P of k plus 1 is true for some positive integer k. So you write the sentence, complete the sentence, assume that the given statement is true for some positive integer k, that is P of k is equal to 1 plus 3 square, so on up to 3 to the power k minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power k minus 1 divided by 2. So this is for kth term we have written. We shall now prove that P of k plus 1 is true. Next we have to prove this for P of k plus 1. So we have to consider for kth term and we have to prove this for k plus 1th term. So what is that? We have to consider kth term, 1 plus 3 square, so on up to 3 to the power k minus 1. The sum is what? 3 to the power k minus 1 divided by 2. 3 to the power k minus 1 divided by 2. But we have to add the kth term. So the first term is 1, that means 3 power 0. Second one is 3 power 1. third one is 3 square, next 3 cube, 3 power 4, 3 power 5. So if here we got 3 power n minus 1 or 3 power k minus 1. So what is the next one? 3 power 1 more than that, 3 power k. So we have to add 3 power k both the sides. Next term, here 1 in the sense what? It is not just 1, 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3, 3 power 4, 3 power k minus 1 plus 3 power k. Here 3 power k minus 1 by 2. The next term we have added is 3 power k. So add 3 power k both the sides. Now we have to simplify only the right hand side. Only the right hand side of the given equation. So what is the right hand side of the given equation? We can see here. Right hand side is 3 power k minus 1 by 2 plus 3 power k. So I'll take common denominator as a 2. I'll take common denominator as a 2. So what we get here? 3 power k minus 1 plus. So we are taking common denominator means we are multiplying that with one more, right? So if 6 is the common denominator means we are multiplying 6 to the next one also. So we have to multiply 2 to this means I can write it as 2 times of 3k divided by 2. Common denominator means I have multiplied 3k by 2. That means what? 3 times of or 3 into 2 into 3 power k. Now you can see this is 2 times of 3k and this will be what? 1 time of 3k. So totally how many times of 3k? 3 times of 3 power k. Totally 3 times of 3 power k minus 1 divided by 2. So 3 times of 3 power k means 3 can be written as 3 power 1 and 3 power k. So totally that will be 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 divided by 2. I have added 3 power k minus 1 or 3 times of 3 power k means 3 into 3 power k. That means what? 3 power 1 plus k is 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 by 2. Now you can see for k n we have written 3 power n minus 1 by 2. For k we have written 3 power k minus 1 by 2. For k plus 1 we have to get the answer 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 by 2. So we got that result. 3 power k plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 divided by 2. Therefore P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Therefore, or write the conclusion, hence by the principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for some positive or given statement is true for all the natural numbers n. So in this problem I skipped some of the statements. You write the statements because the same thing what is given in the previous problem. So but remember always you have to write the conclusion P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Then the next to last final conclusion is hence by the principle of mathematical induction the given statement is true for all natural number n. So these questions carries 5 marks. This carries 5 marks by applying principle of mathematical induction. So there will be a stepwise calculation when if you write it is let the given statement be P of n and for n is equal to 1 if you verify that is for 1 mark. Then assume that if you write for 1 mark 2 marks then calculation 2 marks. We shall now prove that when we write and if you just write k plus 1 terms when you add that takes 1 mark. After simplification if you get the final answer 1 mark then 1 more mark only for the final sentence, hence by the principle of mathematical induction. So it carries 5 marks, a very important. You will get 2 questions for same kind, principle of mathematical induction. So solve all the problems, go through the problem, don't take confusions. You may think why to prove this P of k plus 1 by doing all these. But the principle itself is like that. You have to get the result. It is not just to write the result. You have to get what is the answer for the P of k plus 1. So this is about the principle of mathematical induction. We will solve some other problems in the next classes, coming classes. So this is about this problem. Thank you.